What the fuck? Come on! Come on! Come on! God. Damn. What the fuck? It's dark. Dude. Hey! No, you son of a bitch! Come on! Come on! Fuck! Hey! Hey! Please! Alright, this is alright. Listen, the joke is over, alright? Alright, the joke is over. You got your fun, you got your laugh. Please, you got your laugh. Fuck you, you bastard! Fuck you! Where are you? Come on! Oh, you son of a bitch! Come on! You son of a bitch! How you doing? I'm gonna do another little booking video, but this time I'm gonna do it with a movie. Specifically, the Saw franchise. Now, Saw franchise I always felt would have been best if it was just a trilogy. Everything after Saw 3 kind of went off the rails. Even though I think that Saw 6 was a really good movie, I don't think that its purpose was really needed, especially since that it had to be retconned in order for it to get there. A lot of franchises revolve around retcons, but to me, the Saw franchise's retcons really kind of diminish what made Jigsaw such an intimidating and well thought out character and antagonist. They kind of made him more like a protagonist, which I'm not a fan of, because I like the villains to be likable while also being villains still. Like Jigsaw in Saw 2 was just perfect. How he was established there was brilliant. He was cunning, he was smart, you felt sympathetic for him, but at the same time you also knew that he was an asshole and a killer. Same thing with Saw 3, that even though he was trying to reprimand Amanda and teach her the ways that he's been trying to teach other people, you could tell that he's a little bit hypocritical about it. He's got a god complex about it, the same shit that you have in Saw 1, and I think it works brilliant when he's like that, and he's not just some guy that knows every single thing that's going to happen in life, while also just having the villain role taken away from him for Hoffman just being this serial killer. Even though Hoffman wasn't a serial killer, he was just the detective. Even Jigsaw said that you're not a serial killer, so I don't know what the fuck they did with that. But for me, if there was going to be a Saw movie following Saw 3, like a Saw 4, as a true finale, this is how I would book it. I'd have the same opening, the autopsy scene with Jigsaw being dead, and we see Hoffman come in. Obviously the tape would be a little bit different because I don't want a new apprentice or anything, because I'm not going to continue the Saw franchise. If this is going to be a finale, then I want this to be truly a finale. Now the main focus for Saw 4 I'd have on Jeff, but this would be years later. Now I would pick up with the events of Saw 3, Jeff trying to figure out where his daughter is but not finding her, and then the police eventually show up. They find Jeff, they take him in, and they couldn't find his daughter, and so he starts to lose a tangent, and it really starts to affect him over time. Hoffman would be a good guy in this one, and him and Rigg would team up together to be the buddy cop duo, interviewing various people, including Jigsaw's wife, Jill, although this time Jill has nothing to do with the overall games. She's just literally divorced with him and just has a past with him, that's all. She has nothing to do with the games, but she still gets interviewed, and Jeff gets interviewed, and other random survivors get interviewed. Now, the main game will take place years later. Now, years later, Jeff, he's fucking fallen off. He's really fucked up. He doesn't know where his daughter is. She might be dead or gone. She's just disappeared altogether. And so now it's come to his attention that his daughter is actually still alive, and that in order to save his daughter, he has to play another game. Another round of Jigsaw traps and tests and all that showbiz. Jeff participates while Rigg and Hoffman try to figure out what's going on. Now, I do want to mention that Erick is dead in this universe because Amanda killed him, in my eyes. So Erick is already dead. They already found his body in the tunnel area because they eventually found the gas house and they scouted out all the bodies and shit, including the bathroom and the basement. So Jeff goes along and plays his next game. But on the way of playing his game, at the same time, Hoffman and Rigg know that the game is going on, and they try to intercept the game before it truly comes to a conclusion. And that's what they do. They're trying to figure out the clues. Essentially, what Strom and Perez did in Saw 4 is what Hoffman and Rigg are doing in this movie. And then eventually, Rigg and Hoffman find out that they were supposed to find Jeff and get trapped in the game. And so now Rigg and Hoffman have to play the game. And essentially, their game is to face off against each other in the mausoleum trap. The same mausoleum trap that opened off Saw 4 is what they're going to be competing against in this interpretation of Saw 4. And Jeff's game is going to be similar to that of Saw 6, where he goes through the trials. But the people in the trials this time are the previous Jigsaw victims, the survivors anyway. And it's to see if they truly have learned what it means to be alive. We get Daniel, we get Detective Rigg, we get Detective Hoffman, Diana, Allison, just anybody that survived in previous games, and the point is to see if they truly learned anything, if they truly learned what it takes to survive. And Gordon is also going to be a part of this trap too, because it's like, oh, Gordon's alive, or some shit, but in reality, Gordon would be my plot twist apprentice the whole time, and it'd be the same reasons why it was in Saw 7, that he was the medical doctor that was helping Jigsaw for any of the medical shit like the Venus flytrap, and essentially those ties that Gordon has that made him help Jigsaw, like Jigsaw helping him, saving him before he died. And the reveal would only come after Jeff finds his daughter Corbett. Corbett has also been revealed to be helping Dr. Gordon the whole time. And that's why the others have been in traps, because Corbett kidnapped them, brought them there. So Corbett, the whole point of the game is if Corbett has learned anything and she could forgive her father. Essentially the same thing as Saw 6. But the complication is that Corbett doesn't forgive Jeff. Corbett kills Jeff, the same style that William Easton did, and then Dr. Gordon tests Corbett, same way that Jill put Hoffman in the trap, but it would be I don't know which trap I'd have. It'd either be another reverse bear trap and then Corbett loses, or it would be the bathroom. If the nerve gas house has not been discovered yet, it'd be the bathroom. Corbett being trapped in there, seeing all the dead bodies, and then Dr. Gordon slamming the door shut, game over, and that's the end of it. With the survivor cop either being Hoffman or Rigg, finally bringing Gordon into custody following that in like an end credit scene, and then that's kind of the conclusion of Saw. Everything would come to a complete end. We'd see the closure of either Rigg or Hoffman's story. Maybe a little tease that Saw would continue, but for me, I'd just have this be the finale. What do y'all think? How would y'all book a Saw movie following Saw 3 if they were going to continue and we were to negate everything that came after Saw 3? Let me know. See y'all bitch ass motherfuckers.